On today's episode, we're going to be talking about is ego kills growth. And it's important to understand, especially if you are a fresh new entrepreneur or you thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. When you stepping into the field of entrepreneurship, you got to leave your ego at the door, because if you don't, it can hinder you in so many ways of growing, to get some type of understanding, to be able to collaborate with people, to be able to become the best entrepreneur as possible. It's going to hinder and stop you from doing all that. So it's very important to understand, to be able to keep your ego in check so you can be able to grow as an entrepreneur. But on today's show, we're going to be tapping into all that. So make sure you tap in to episode number 42, man, of the NVest Brand Podshow. Yup.
Entrepreneurs embrace the hustle and the grind. Invest Brand
Podshow. Grand rising to all my investors and self out there, man. Thank y'all for tapping in to another episode of the NVest Brand Podshow. This is officially episode number 42. So thank y'all for tapping in with me on this Monday. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is ego kills growth. But before we get into the topic, y'all know what time it is. If you're watching this playback on our YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new episode drop, and also hit that like button, guys. Definitely hit that like button. And if you are listening to this playback of the show on our Spotify channel, make sure you hit that follow button right now. Hit that follow button so you can be notified when a new episode drops on Monday morning, every Monday, unless something comes up, we don't have a show. But other than that, man, make sure you hit that follow button. And also make your way over to investbrand.com, investbrand.com. Sign up on our emailing list, so you definitely will be emailed when the new site is relaunched, and we have the new products and everything else. So it's very important to do so. And you also, when you sign up, you get your 15% once you sign up, because we got great things coming to Invest Brand, guys. So we definitely want you to be part of our journey. We definitely want y'all to be able to follow us along the way of this entrepreneurship and what have you. Invest Brand all the way, guys. You already know. But other than that, man, I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and I'll definitely be right back with the segment we call Quote Me On That, where I read you a quote, then I explain to you what the quote means. But make sure y'all tap back in to the Invest Brand Pod Show, guys. Yup. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pod Show, man. Thank y'all for tapping back in with me on this Monday, guys. Like I said, today topic we're gonna be talking about is ego kills growth. But before I get into the topic, you know what time it is. That segment we call Quote Me On That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. So for the today quote for all my entrepreneurs out here, for people betting on themselves, people believing in themselves, people chasing their goals and what have you. Today quote is, never dim your greatness to let others feel comfortable within your greatness. Let me read that one more time just in case you didn't hear it or understand what the quote was. Today quote is, never dim your greatness to let others feel comfortable within your greatness. And the quote is what it says, greatness, right? And a lot of times we dumb ourselves down so people can feel comfortable around us, because you might be around people who is okay with just being mediocre, right? People that's okay with what they got going on right now in life and what have you. You might want better for yourself. You might want to tap into your greatness and change your situation, what have you, but the environment that you in is not allowing you, or is not conducive to your greatness being able to grow and what have you. So that's why it's important to make sure you're around an environment that your greatness can be able to flourish, can be able to grow and what have you. So it's very important to understand that never dumb yourself down so people can feel comfortable, right? If people is not cheering you on and people is not comfortable around you, they shouldn't be around you, or you shouldn't be in that type of environment whatsoever. So whatever type of environment you want, you create that for yourself. Never dim your greatness, and whatever. But other than that, man, that's the segment we call Quote Me On That. So we're going to jump into the topic for today. The topic for today, like I said, man, Entrepreneurs is going to be making his way back next week. So we're going to have a brand new version of that and what have you. So different, we're going to put it at a different point of the show rather than right after the quote me on that segment and what have you. So today topic, let's jump into the topic for today, guys. So today topic, we're going to be talking about ego kills growth. And you got to understand ego, if you are a new entrepreneur and you coming into the field of entrepreneurship, you must check your ego at the door. Leave it at the door, because if you're going to come in the door with your ego and you don't keep it in check and you just let it fester and let it grow bigger and bigger, it's going to kill your growth as an entrepreneur. You're not going to be able to grow, because there's going to be certain things that you're going to need to be able to do in order for you to be able to grow and become the best possible entrepreneur that you can be and what have you, because that's what you are striving for. You in the field of entrepreneurship because you trying to build something for yourself to make a better situation for yourself, better situation for your family, better situation for others around you. So what's more important than you just learning how to become the best entrepreneur as possible, gaining the type of resources that you need? Maybe you need to collaborate with certain individuals so you can be able to go to that next level as a brand owner, as you know, you having your own business, your services and what have you, right? So it's very important ingredients and things that you need as an entrepreneur, guys, so you can be able to grow. And that's what's very important. So I have a couple things on my list that your ego can kill and can stop you from growing and what have you. And the number one on my list is lack of personal growth. And what I mean by lack of personal growth is when an entrepreneur's ego prevents them from recognizing their shortcomings and weakness. And that's definitely will kill you as an entrepreneur. When you cannot recognize your weakness, and your shortcomings, what have you, then you're not going to be able to fix the problem. And that's your weaknesses, right? Because you know why you can't fix them? Because your ego is keeping you blind from the fact that you need some things that you still need to work on in order for you to become a better entrepreneur and what have you, right? Because the one thing you don't want to do is become stagnant. You know, you don't have to per se be a entrepreneur to become stagnant. You can just become stagnant in life, stagnant in your relationship, stagnant at work, stagnant all around, right? Because you failed to become a better version of yourself, whatever you are, you know, and what have you, right? So as an entrepreneur, you carry that same type of way of how you carry yourself. You carry your way, that same way you carry yourself. That's the same way you carry yourself as an entrepreneur, right? And you don't want that. You don't want to become stagnant as an entrepreneur, because now you're not going to be able to learn. Your willingness to learn from others is not going to be there, because you are so ego driven. It's going to block you from learning different little techniques, different little things that you need to learn from other entrepreneurs that's been in the game, other entrepreneurs that can help you out. So that's why it's so important as a new entrepreneur that you soak up as much game as possible. If you got somebody that's willing to show you how to avoid the pits and bumps and holes in the road and what have you, you need to take advantage of that, right? Not saying they got to hold your hand and walk you through it, but it's good to have some type of information. It's good to have some type of advice to help you out. And because I guarantee you, it's a lot of other entrepreneurs wish they had somebody when they started out to help them along the way, so they can be able to have a smooth selling time as being an entrepreneur. Not saying you are never going to run into problems, because it's going to happen, but you're going to know how to face them. You're going to know how to solve them. You're going to be able to have a solution for them, because you was able to grow as an entrepreneur. You was able to learn. You was able to learn your weaknesses and make improvements on it, right? And you don't want to become stagnant. That's one thing you don't want to do, because you don't want to allow your weaknesses or your shortcomings to keep you at the first level of being an entrepreneur and what have you. You want to grow. As you grow as an entrepreneur, your business is going to grow. Your brand going to grow, right? Your services that you have, you're going to be able to innovate things around you, your business, because of what because of the level of entrepreneur that you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to understand that. Number 2 on my list is resistant to feedback. And what I mean by resistant to feedback is ego can make entrepreneurs resistant to constructive criticism and feedback. And a lot of times we take constructive criticism as someone hating on us or someone disliking us and what have you, because like I said, you allow your ego to do the thinking for you, right? And people is offering you genuine constructive criticism to help you out, giving you positive feedback that's going to be able to help you out so you can be able to implement within your business, within your brand, to help take it to the next level. But because you are blinded by your ego, now everything someone tried to offer you a different perspective of looking at something or looking at your business, your brand, your idea, whatever you have created, give you, it's nothing wrong with having different perspectives from different people, right? Because that's the beauty of it. When you can get different perspectives that may be better than yours, that you can implement to help you out. But since your ego has taken over you, then you're not gonna really, you're gonna look at it as they are wrong and you're right. They're always wrong and you always right, right? You're not gonna be willing to take heed to what they saying, because this can be some vital or beneficial information that they giving to you that can help you in the long run, help you as an entrepreneur, right? So when you have valuable information from people or valuable people around you that has constructive criticism and great feedback that can help you, you got to listen to that, right? You don't want to be an entrepreneur that fails because you didn't want to allow people to help you out, allow people to give you information that they may have ran across that can help you out, or doing the similar thing that you are doing as an entrepreneur that can help you out and what have you. So it's very important to understand that, man. Sometimes you need to take heed to the constructive criticism that someone is giving to you, because at the end of the day, they only there to try to help you. That's why it's so important for you to, when you have a team, you got to make sure you definitely don't lead with your ego, because your team is there to help you out. Your team is there to help you win because they want to see you win. If you win, they win. At the end of the day. Number 3 is the ability to collaborate. And what I mean by that is an entrepreneur driven by ego may struggle with collaborations and teamwork. Just like what I said, if you are ego driven to the point that it's an inability to collaborate with somebody, then you might miss out on a perfect opportunity of some great resources that you can get, some great ideas that you can get for somebody, right? This can be a chance to open up different lanes for yourself. This can be the opportunity for you to get with somebody where you can bring in the people that's following them, right? Because they like what you offer. They like your ideas. They like what you bring to the table. Because you got to think about it. A lot of times you have up and coming entrepreneurs. They go on different platforms and they knowing this is a chance to potentially gain more people. Because when you're going on to a big platform with somebody with a lot of followers, right? What's that going to do? If they like what they saying, they like what you saying, they like the person that you are, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take heed to what you're saying and they're going to go over and follow you. Now you have several other people that's joining your community because they like what you offer. They like what you bring and what have you, right? So it's very important to understand that, because when you can collaborate with people and get different of opinions, different of ideas, it goes a long way. Because like I said, if you get with the right person, they might bring some spectacular ideas to the table, winning ideas to the table that can help you go a long way, help you with the creativity part of your business, help you innovate your business. And that's what the team come into play. That's why you have a team full of people. You have a team. Oh, it can be a team full of people. It can be a small team, big team, what have you, mid-sized team. But it's a team that you delegated jobs to. People can help you with the creativity. People can help you with different ideas, right? People can help you innovate your business in a way that it can help you take it to the next level. So that's why it's so important to take heed to what people saying, because it's all about the decision making that you're gonna make. Because if you're a person that values your team, value the people around you, and that's going to help you make better decisions and what have you, because it goes a long way as an entrepreneur, man. You want to grow. Overall, the point of this whole thing is growing your business. And as you grow your business and your business is coming into its own big brand, major services that everybody are requiring and what have you, it's going to go a long way, right? As your brand, your services grow and what have you, your business grow, you're growing as an entrepreneur. That lets you know you're growing as an entrepreneur, because as you grow as an entrepreneur, your business and everything else around you is going to grow. Number 4 on my list is fear of failing. You cannot be afraid of failing, because a lot of times we look at failing, like I said in past shows, we look at failing as the end all to be all. This is time for us to quit. Maybe this wasn't meant to be for me and what have you. And that's nothing but far away. That's far from the truth. That's very far from the truth. Something that you may fail at is a perfect opportunity for you to learn from. You can learn from it, apply a solution to it, and you be able to implement the right things that you need in order for you to grow your business. And this might be the perfect time for you to find new opportunities, new things out there that potentially help you out. But you don't know, because you are afraid of failing. You're not going to be willing to take risks. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have to take risks. You know what I'm saying? To order for you to grow your business, get your business to that next level, you're going to have to take risks to get out there, to hopefully gaining new opportunities, gaining new resources and what have you. So that's why it's so important for you to not be afraid to fail and what have you whatsoever, right? And like I said, failing is a great point for you to learn from. Everybody can learn from what they did wrong, can take a step back and look at things that they that didn't work for them, and do it right, add the solution, do what you need to do, and get your business and implement the right thing that you put together, and hopefully your business goes in the right direction and what have you. But you must keep your ego at the door. Keep your ego in check. Don't allow your ego to run rampant. Don't allow your ego to stop you from growing and what have you. Because a lot of times you may know somebody who was an entrepreneur, but they was ego driven and what have you, right? And they lost it all because they failed to listen to others to help them out, right? Or they failed to do the right things that they need to do in order for them to grow or take their business to the next level. So don't be afraid to fail, because you got to explore new opportunities. It's very important, guys, to be able to explore new opportunities, man, because you want to be able to see what you're good at. It's all about testing your potential. You want to be able, don't limit your potential, because we all have potential to be great. We all have potential to be able to tap into our greatness and do what we need to do to make things happen and what have you. And last thing on my list is tunnel vision. And what I mean by tunnel vision is ego can narrow an entrepreneur perspective, making it difficult for them to see beyond their own ideas and vision. So, and what I mean by that is, like I said in a previous show, right? Sometimes we get married to an idea, right? And we just hone in on that idea. And that idea might not be an idea that's moving it's not moving anywhere, right? No one really likes it. It's not going anywhere and what have you. But we so hell bent on this one idea that we don't see. We need to move on from it, or we need to make a couple changes, or we need to come up with a couple other ideas to put out there and see which one works, see which one sticks, right? And we gotta make sure that we don't have that tunnel vision to where it's gonna keep us stagnant. It's gonna cripple us to the point it's gonna paralyze us to be able to see other things that potentially may work for us and what have you, right? You don't want to cloud your vision. You don't want to cloud your vision with being married to an idea that's not working, right? And we all don't want to waste time on things that doesn't work and what have you, right? It's so much time in the day to sit around and work with things, trying to work on things or keep things around that's not working and what have you, right? So you want to be able to have an alternate strategy just in case this idea don't work. You want to have several other ideas that you can work with, right? Like this one brand that I follow and what have you, very big brand. They have 5 other brands and what have you. And like the guy was saying, when they first came up with the idea of their brand and what have you, and they was working on a logo, and he kept going back to the drawing board until he found the right one, right? See, if he would have became married to that first idea, the design that he had and what have you for their brand, then they may not be they may not be as far as where they are right now, because it might have took them some time, because sometimes we do get bent on just this one design, this one idea that we have. It must work. It gotta work. And we're not taking the time to be able to sit down and think about it. Be like, you know what? Maybe this idea is not right for right now. Not saying 2 or 3 months down the line, that idea may work. It might be the right time for it. But right now, it might not be the right time for that idea or that design. You might have to come up with a couple others to see what's going to work for you. But that's why it's so important for you to have community, because it basically alleviate going through all that rigmarole of trying to figure out a design, because they're going to tell you what they want to see from you, what they like from you and what have you, right? And you can bounce off ideas from your team, from your group, from your community and what have you, right? But if you are solely by yourself, I understand that can be a lot, that can be hard, because it's just you and you working on the design and you feel like this is the one that's going to take my brand and take it to that next level and what have you. But we don't understand, because we are blinded sometimes by our ego, that this not the right design. We might need to make a couple changes to it, then it might take off and what have you, right? So you don't want to miss out on opportunities because of you having tunnel vision or what have you, right? It's very important to understand that, guys. Never cut yourself short, especially as an entrepreneur, because you feel the entrepreneur to make your life better, to make other people around you life better, or to create jobs for people and make them part of your team to help their situation out and what have you. So you got to be mindful of that, guys, man. Never let your ego stop you from growing as an entrepreneur. So the thing is, always stay ready. Keep your ego at the door. Keep your ego in check. Never let your ego run wild. So let me go back over this. Number 1 on my list was lack of personal growth. Number 2, resistant to feedback. Number 3 is the ability to collaborate. Number 4, fear of failing. And number 5 is tunnel vision, guys. So those are the 5 things. Five things that can kill your growth as an entrepreneur if you allow your ego. If you don't keep your ego in check and you allow your ego to run wild, guys. But before I go, man, definitely make sure y'all go over to investbrand.com right now. Join our emailing list. You get your 15% once the site is dropped. There you go. You can use your 15%. We're going to have hats that you see in the back. We're going to have the asset hat. We're going to have the greatness hat. We're going to have the Invest brand hat. We're going to have shirts for y'all. We're going to have everything, man, because this is for entrepreneurs, especially new up and coming entrepreneurs that's looking for the gospel of motivation to wear every day to keep you motivated, not only to keep you motivated, but give you that fresh reminder of why you are doing this for, what you are doing this for. So that's what's making it so important about becoming an entrepreneur, man. We all in this together, man. We're gonna win together. So everybody, man, make sure you come here every Monday. You come here, Invest Brand Podshow, Invest Brand Podshow, every Monday. So make sure y'all tap in to the brand. Make your way over to investbrand.com. Make sure you subscribe to this Invest Brand channel. Make sure you should follow us on Spotify and what have you. So y'all follow the Invest Brand, guys. Become part of our journey. Yup. Tap in.